We have in both of these readings here, in each of these readings here, a reference to God's plenty and his providence. In the first, we have a promise of what is to come. And in the second, in the gospel, we have a symbolic fulfillment of that promise. Now, obviously, the promise that Isaiah makes has to be fulfilled for all people for all time. But here in one particular time, in one particular place, Jesus is satisfying the needs of all in the same way that we're going to be satisfied in heaven. He's just doing it in a terrestrial way so that we can receive it. So we have the blind who now can see. We have the lame who can now walk. We even have the deformed who are made whole. Obviously, in Christ's ministry, lepers are healed. The woman with the hemorrhage is healed. The dead are brought back to life. Right? All of the things that the prophet Isaiah is referencing are being given here. Even after all of those more important things are done, Christ even provides his people with food in a miraculous way. Where can we find what we need? This is the question of every person, from the moment they wake up in the morning to the time they go to bed, and even in their dreams. Where can I find what I need? So much of what I need in this world seems to be absent or so difficult to get that it seems unsustainable. Or even when we achieve and sort of gain what we think we need and we feel kind of satisfied with where we are in life, there's this concern or this fear that it might be taken away. And so often it is in a way that's completely out of our control, right? People that we love die. People that we enjoy betray us, or at least are perceived to betray us. And our relationship with them is strained or lost. Maybe your retirement portfolio upon which you rely is doing poorly because of a downturn in an economy, and so what you've grown accustomed to is now being threatened. Right? These are all things that the human beings rightly concern themselves with: communion, life, health, sustainability. For all of our lives, we're asking ourselves these questions: where will this come from? And now, Jesus teaches us how to pray, and he says, "Give us this day our daily bread." What Jesus is doing here is twofold. One, he's assuring us that God's providence will provide, but the second thing he's teaching us in this article of the Our Father is that we must trust him to do that. Because we can so easily be overwhelmed with anxiety, and anxiety leads to exhaustion, and exhaustion leads to defeat, and defeat leads to despair. But when we can say, okay, Lord, give me today my daily bread. Give me today what I need to get through this day. Give me today what I need to get those for whom I am responsible through the day. Just today. Because going from one successive day to the other will eventually lead us to the fulfillment of the promise that Isaiah is making here. A feast of rich food and choice wines. The web that is woven over nations will be destroyed. That's discord, right? That's injustice. That's social upheaval. That's discommunion or excommunion will be destroyed forever. God will wipe away the tears from all faces. Those things for which you grieve, those things for which your heart longs, it's been taken away. He's going to restore those things. And the reproach of all people will be removed. Those things for which of which you are ashamed. Those sins of your past that seem to haunt you and are on your trail like a bloodhound, and you can never quite seem to get out from underneath them because you carry that shame with you, will be removed. What more? Isaiah has prophesied the tranquility of every heart, covering all the bases. And he says, this will come to pass. And we see in Jesus' miracle here at the Sea of Galilee with the crowd, we see it come to pass. He proves, he doesn't make it happen for you and me right now. He proves that he can make it happen. There's a promise, there's a proof of power, and now comes the moment where the two meet with our assent, our trust. Give us this day, Lord. Give us this day our daily bread, and that will be enough for us.